Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Devin Saraswatin Vyasam
Devin Saraswati Vinyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke.
Bhagavate.
Today we are going to discuss Canto 1, Chapter 16, text 26 to 30. This is the combination of 5 slokas combined. So 26 to 30. So this class we will split into 2 parts. So today it will be a first part, and tomorrow rest of the things we will discuss tomorrow. Okay. So Canto 1, Chapter 16, text 30. Please repeat behind me. Satyam Swacham Daya Shantish
Satyam Saucham Daya Shanti
Tyaga Sandosha Arjavam
Tyaga Santosha Arjavam
Samodamastapa Samyam
Samoda Samastapaha Samanyam
Vidiksho Paritihi Srutam
Tikiksho Paratihi Srutam
Jnanam Viroktir Aishwaryam
Jnanam Viraktir Aishwaryam
Sauryam Tejo Balam Spritihi
Sauryam Tejo Balam Smutihi
Swatantram Kaushalyam Kantir
Swatantram Kaushalam Kante
Dhairyam Mardavam Yevacha.
Dhairyam Martavam Evacha.
So, directly I am reading the translation. Please repeat behind me. Translation. In him reside. Truthfulness. Cleanliness. Intolerance of another's unhappiness. The power of control anger. Self-satisfaction. Straightforwardness. Steadiness of mind. Control of the sense organs. Responsibility. Equality. Tolerance. Equanimity. Faithfulness. Knowledge. Absence of sense enjoyment. Leadership. Chivalry. Influence. The power to make everything possible. The discharge of proper duty. Complete independence. Dexterity. Fullness of all beauty. Serenity. Kind-heartedness. Ingenuity. Gentility. Magnanimity. Determination. Perfection in all knowledge. Proper execution. Possession of all objects of enjoyment. Joyfulness. Immovability. Fidelity. Fame. Worship. Pridelessness. Being as the personality of Godhead. Eternity. And many other transcendental qualities which are eternally present and never to be separated from Him. That personality of Godhead, the reservoir of all goodness and beauty, Lord Sri Krishna has now closed His transcendental pastimes on the face of the earth. In his absence, the age of Kali has spread its influence everywhere. So I am sorry to see this condition of existence. Purport. So I am reading a couple of paragraphs. Even if it were possible to count the atoms after smashing the earth into powder, still it would not be possible to estimate the unfathomable transcendental qualities of the Lord. It is said that Lord Anantadeva has tried to expound the transcendental qualities of the Supreme Lord with his numberless friends, and that was numberless years together, it has been impossible to estimate the qualities of the Lord. The above statement of the qualities of the Lord is just to estimate his qualities as far as the human being is able to see him. But even if it is so, the above qualities can be divided into many subheadings. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, the third quality, intolerance of another's unhappiness, can be subdivided into protection of the surrendered souls and well-wisher for the devotees. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord states that he wants every soul to surrender unto him only, and he assures everyone that if one does so, he will give protection from the reactions of all sin. Unsurrendered souls are not devotees of the Lord, and thus there is no particular protection for everyone in general. For the devotees, he has all good wishes, and for those who are actually engaged in loving transcendental service of the Lord, he gives particular attention. He gives direction to such pure devotees to help them discharge their responsibilities on the path back to Godhead by equality. The Lord is equally kind to everyone, as the sun is equal in distributing its rays over everyone. Yet there are many who are unable to take advantage of the sun's ray. Similarly, the Lord says that surrendering unto him is the guarantee for all protection from him. But unfortunate persons are unable to accept this preposition, and therefore they suffer from all material miseries. So even though the Lord is equally well-wishing to everyone, the unfortunate living being, due to bad association only, is unable to accept his instruction in toto. And for this, the Lord is never to be blamed. He is called the well-wisher for the devotees only. He appears to be partial to his devotees, but factually, the matter rests on the living being to accept or reject equal treatment by the Lord. The Lord never deviates from his word of honor. When he gives assurance for protection, the promise is executed in all circumstances. It is the duty of the pure devotee to be fixed in the discharge of duty entrusted to him by the Lord or the Lord's bona fide representative, the spiritual master. The rest is carried on by the Lord without a break. We will read rest of the things tomorrow. So, this sloka, so the chapter is how Parishit received the age of Kali. So this So this sloka is talking about this sloka is talking about qualities of the Lord. So here some of the qualities is mentioned in this translation. So here we are seeing that 40 qualities mentioned in this sloka. But Prabhupada writing in his purport that the qualities of the Lord, it is innumerable. You can't count the qualities. So Prabhupada is saying that if you make this entire earth as a powder, and if you take each atom, count one by one, that much qualities God has. So you can't, even if you take this much, one handful of mud also, you can't, if you divide into atom, you can't count. We don't have time to count. Prabhupada is saying that the entire earth can be smashed into pieces, small atom. If you take that much of qualities God has. And Anandadeva, who is Balaram Pigamya Anandadeva, is a bed of Lord. So Anandadeva, he has innumerous head and numerous tongues. So each tongue is glorifying the qualities, counting the qualities of the Lord. And it took many years. It is taking many years. Still, it is not uncountable. So that much qualities God has. So that qualities are innumerable. You can't count that qualities. So if you say, since we are also part and parcel of the Lord, are we having the same qualities? Yes, we do have the same qualities. All the qualities what God has, all the qualities we also have. The only thing is, since we are associated with this material world, our qualities are contaminated. But we all have the same qualities. So Prabhupada used to give always give the examples, right? The analogy. So the ocean and a drop of water. If you take a entire ocean, and if you take a one drop from the ocean, the qualities of the ocean and the drop of water is same. The same salty, what are the things are there in the ocean, the same qualities will be there in the atom also, in the small one drop of water also. But the thing is, the quantity is the difference. Ocean is a big one and the one drop of water is different. If you want to extinguish, if you want to evaporate, it is easy to evaporate one drop of water, but it is not possible to evaporate the entire ocean. So the Lord is infallible, and we are, since it is a very minute particle, we are fallible. And another example Prabhupada used to give, always the gold and gold mine. So if you see the gold mine, it has a mountain of gold is there in the gold mine. And if you take one gram of gold from that, what is the quality of the gold in the mountain of gold? The same quality is there for in the 1 gram of gold also. So we are all like a 1 gram of gold, very little, and God is like a mountain of gold. The similar way, what are the things, if you compare what are the qualities or what is the composition of there in the gold, the same composition will be there in the 1 gram also. Similar way, what are the qualities are have with the Lord, all the qualities, we also have all the qualities. But since we are connected with this material world, it is contaminated. So what is the purpose of this Krishna consciousness? Is to reviving those qualities. So the analogy Prabhupada used to give is the fire. It's a big fire is happening. The forest fire is happening. From that fire, one spark come out from that fire. It fall down. So one spark come out. So even as long as the spark along with the fire, it will glow. And one spark come out, then what will happen? It will come out and it will glow, and what will be, the light will be go, the fire will be go there. It won't be there in the spark. It will become a carbon, right? So we are also like that. So our situation also like that. We are part and parcel of the Lord, like a fire, and as a spark have come out from the fire, we also came out from that. So we are all like the carbon. So when you see the fire, big fire, and there is a spark come out and it became a carbon, black dot will be there. We are also like that, the carbon. So when the carbon can be eliminated again, when you merge the carbon again into a big fire, then the carbon also get the qualities of the fire. Same, it will become eliminated. So that work, the Krishna consciousness movement, the ISKCON is doing that work. Since we are come out from that fire, big fire, Lord, see, it's an analogy only. It is not a fire. Lord is not a. Lord is also a fire, but the analogy to make ourselves understanding purpose is the analogy Prabhupada used to give. So Lord is kind of a big fire. We came out from that as a carbon. So again, you put the carbon again into the fire, then it will eliminate. Like it will get the qualities of the fire. Yes, it has the qualities. See, carbon has the quality of burning. Right? If you pour the water, it won't burn the fire. But the carbon has the quality, so it will catch up the fire and it will glow. The similar way, we also, when we are in this material world contaminated, all of our qualities are covered now. So whatever the qualities, there are 40 qualities listed in this sloka. So in all the qualities, we also having, Lord also having, we also having, but our qualities are covered. So the Krishna conscious movement is to revive that qualities, clean that qualities. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say that, the Chaitanya first Sistastakam, the first sloka, Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vidharanam Vidya Vadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Padipadam Purnamita Swadanam Sarvatma Stavanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So in the age of Kali, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. So Marjana means clean. So by joining the Sankirtana movement, and you can clean your dirt, whatever dirt we are accumulated, whatever dirt we have covered our qualities, so that can be cleaned when we do the Sankirtana. When you join Sankirtana movement and if you do the Kirtan, if you chant and if you dance, then slowly that will be cleared and finally we can see the clear picture of our qualities. Our qualities will be reflected. So the Kali Yuga, it is said that in Shastras, it is said that Kali Yuga will be, it is Manda Buddhi and the Manda Bhagya. It will be like that only. So people will be less intelligent and people will be covered with the Maya only. So it is the quality of the Kali Yuga. But still, there is a good thing, since we are very near to the Swapara Yuga, Lord left us the knowledge, Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Shastras are still, we are discussing, still temples are there. But as long as the Kali Yuga is progressing, all these things will be wiped out. So, Prabhupada used to say that Malechas. In the Shastras also these words are there, Malechas. Who is Malecha? Malecha. Malecha means the unclean people. Unclean people. So those, if you see in Muslims, who are all not following the Muslim principles, they will call them as a kafirs. Kafir. And Christianity, who are not following the Christianity, they are all heathens. The similar way, in our Sanatana Dharma, who are not following the principle, Sanatana Dharma principle, we will call them Malechas. They are unclean people. And there are some other classes of people, Yavanas. So who is Yavanas? The meat eaters. The meat eaters are called Yavanas. So we want immediately Malechas and Yavanas. So Malechas means American people, they are not clean people. So they are Malechas. And European people, they are meat eaters. So they are Yavanas. We should not think that. It is not like one particular sector of people, it is Malecha, one particular sector of people, it is Yavana. It is not like that. I am an Indian, I am pure. It is not like that. Malechas, Yavanas, who are all meat eating, they are all Yavanas. Who are all unclean, they are all Malechas. Irrespective of your caste, creed, community, religion, whatever you are following, if you are doing all those things, you will be in the category. So, we are all, by birth, we are all Shudras. Yes, we are not sure about, but we don't know anything about Shastras, what is the purpose of life and why we are living. We don't have knowledge, spiritual knowledge. So when you get this knowledge, what do we need to do? We need to apply in our life. Slowly we need to apply in our life. Whenever we come across this kind of knowledges, so we are discussing the qualities of the Lord. Okay, this many qualities of the Lord. So what I have these qualities? Do I have these qualities? Self-test we need to do. So, if some qualities we don't have, some for example, it is tolerance, absence of sense enjoyment. These are all we don't have a tolerance. We don't have the detachment. We have little, even though we are connected with the Krishna consciousness, we are in the beginning stage, but still we have the sense enjoyment propensity, little bit, not like a non-devotees, but it is little propensity is there to enjoy this with using our senses. So by reading this, because Lord is having all these qualities, I also have these qualities, but it is contaminated for me. I need to. So consciously we need to avoid those kind of negative things. For example, tolerance specified. So when you become intolerance, that time we need to, our mind we should be consciousness that okay, I am getting into the intolerance mode now. That consciousness should come. Okay, Lord is tolerance, I am intolerant. I am getting into the intolerance mode, so I should be in tolerance mode. So I need to tolerate. And anger. So I should not anger. I should not. Lord won't anger. There is no anger for the Lord. Even though Lord anger is for a good purpose only. He will take anger, and internally he won't take anger. But our anger, it will occupy our entire mind. That should not be like that. So whenever we are getting into the situation, a contaminated situation, all these qualities we need to remember. Okay, these are the qualities God is not having this quality. But we have. So we need to clean and to get the godly qualities. Then we can't say that we become a god. So the Mayavadi philosophy is like that only. So you are God, I am God, everyone is God. So that is Mayavada philosophy. So our philosophy, what is our philosophy? It is like whatever see the analogy. Lord is enormous and we are minute party. Achintya Veda Abheda Satatva. We are simultaneously equal, but we are different also. Equal to the Lord with the qualities and different from Him. So Lord is a super soul and we are a soul. So that is the difference. We can learn only in this school. Achintya Veda Abheda Satatva only. But Mayavada philosophy, you are God, I am God. Then we can ask, consciously we need to ask, if you are a God, if you are thinking you are a God, why you are in this situation? Why you are getting the disease? Why you are dying? Why you are unable to do anything? If something happening to the others, you are not able to do anything. So what? If you are a God, you have to do all those things. But you are not able to do. That means you don't have that qualities. You are not a God. So this is the common sense. But people are teaching to the people, the innocent people who are all, by born everyone is very, very poor fund of spiritual knowledge. So they are getting into the some kind of, they are doing some kirtan, something, and they are giving that is also one of the philosophy. It is not like, we can't say that it is not a authorized one. It is also authorized one, but it is for the less intelligent person. There is an intelligent way of understanding the Lord and ourselves. So those people, they cannot think Lord and ourselves is different. We are also Lord. Those kind of mentality people go and join with those people, and what they can achieve on the topmost, they can achieve the liberation, and they can go and merge with the Brahma Jyoti. They will get the mukti. That's all. But what our philosophy, we are understanding the Lord completely, who is Lord and what is He is doing and where He is living and what is the connection between Lord and us and what we are lacking, how to correct, and we will go back to Gaudiya. So all those things we are discussing, we are make ourselves ready, getting ready into that position, and then we can reach to the Lord's place where the Goloka Vrindavan. There is a Lord where actually Lord resides. That place we can go and reside. So for that, we have to follow. So in this sloka it is saying that Sauchyam, Satyam, the first line itself, Satyam, Sauchyam, Daya. Sauchyam, Satyam means truthfulness. Truthfulness, we should be truthfulness. So for that, there are 4 regulative principles. It is saying that the first one is avoid the illicit sex. So illicit sex, illicit sex and intoxication. What else?
No gambling.
No gambling.
No meat eating.
No meat eating. So if you do the gambling, what will happen? Your truthfulness will go on. So gambling, you forced to say, what we have to say? Lies.
Lies.
Then only you can do the gambling, right? See, nowadays, everywhere it is lies is there. Even the government is supposed to not say any lie. And the people who are coming for the power, first they are lying to the people and giving the false promises, and they are getting the position, and they are not able to. They are not able. Even though they will not do that first, and even though they try also, they can't do that because that much prejudice is not there. But they are giving the false promise. So from top onwards, the false things are falling down till to the down. So this is the Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga will be like that. The truthfulness won't be there in Kali Yuga. But the devotees, we can feel that God means truthfulness. So we should be truthful. So for that we need to try to be a truthful person. So that is truthful. And Saucham. Saucham means cleanliness. So devotee should be cleanliness in all the aspects. Internally, externally, bodily also, internally also, and our mind also. It should be clean. We need to keep everywhere it is clean. Outward clean, how we will clean, you can take bath. Actually, the person who is a pure devotee of the Lord, they used to take 3 times a day bath. Take 3 times. 3 sandhi. The morning 6 o'clock, afternoon 12 o'clock, night evening 6 o'clock. So 3 sandhi. So the 3 sandhi, they will, who is a real devotee, who is a pure devotee of the Lord, they used to take bath in 3 sandhis. And they used to do the Gayatri, and before doing the Gayatri, they will, Gayatri mantra, they used to take bath and they will do the Gayatri. That's a pure devotee. And there are 3 varieties of people in said in the Shastras. Yogis, Bogi, and Rogi. So how you can classify? So one person, how much they are taking the intake and making them cleanliness. Okay. So the person taking only one time food, enough food, that person is yogi. One is taking 2 times, he is bogi. He is the enjoyer. Yogi means he is who is not giving the much attention to the enjoying the things, enjoying the food. He just want to live, to keep the body and soul together. That's the reason he was eating. That person is yogi. And the person who wants to enjoy the food, that person is bhogi. 2 times who was eating 2 times is bhogi. And the person who is taking 3 times, rogi. Rogi means diseased person. Who has the diseases, we will get the disease. That is the disease. So rogi. So Prabhupada is saying in his one of the lecture, he was saying that the person internally also you should be clean. So you need to be evacuate stool morning and evening, and you need to take bath 3 times. So like that you need to be clean inward and outward. Why we are taking the bath, when we are evacuating the stools and all multiple times, that means we will be clean. Our body won't disturb us to concentrate on the standing at the holy name of the Lord. Because the Kaliva Dharma is standing at the holy name of the Lord. So the Cheto Darpana Marjanam, when it will happen, when you chant the holy name of the Lord, then the cleaning will happen. So all of our qualities will get cleaned during that time. And Prabhupada is saying that we should have the Daya. Daya is one of the other qualities. Paradukka. So when somebody affected, somebody is not well, and somebody is diseased, whatever the help we can offer to them, we need to offer. So it is not like it's a physical help, physically affected, physically diseased. So in general, overall in this material world, all are mentally diseased. We are all mentally diseased persons. What are the qualities we are reading? There are so much of qualities. All the qualities we have. Some of the qualities we may have some of the qualities uncovered also. Somebody, Harichandra, in the history of the Harichandra, he never told any false lies. So he is a personified of truth, and Yudhishthira Maharaj, he is also personified of truthfulness. So people, there is some dominations of qualities will be there. The uncovered qualities also there with the people. It is not like that all the qualities are covered. Some of the qualities may be there, good qualities. If you see the person may have good qualities, and we will say that bad qualities. Bad qualities means that bad qualities are covered. They have the good quality. They are qualities of the good quality, but since they are covered, we are seeing them as a bad quality. So basically, we need to see them as a diseased person. We should not treat them as an enemy. You know, Prabhupada is saying, in the lecture, Prabhupada is saying that we should not treat any of this person, any in this material world, nobody is any enemy. Nobody is there as an enemy. We are also diseased. That's why we are seeing them as an enemy. That's what Prabhupada is saying. First, we are diseased. That is the reason we are seeing others as an enemy. And others, if you are clean, if you are cheto, that your buddhi is, your mind is clean, then the quality is clean. You will not see that person as an enemy. You will see them as a daya. See, suppose there is a small rat coming inside of this. What will you say? What do you think? But the rat, what do you think? It will die. Somewhere I need to hide. So that is the disease of the rat. Yes, you want to safeguard it. The similar way, but we are not ready to kill that rat. Well, what do you think? We will try to open the door, we will try to drag them out. So that is our way of, that is our daya. That is daya. So in the small rat, how we are keeping, we are not treating them as an enemy. We are doing that, we are thinking that, okay, this is a small creature, it is somewhat I need to help him so that he will go out peacefully. That way we will think. The similar way, the people who are there in the diseased condition, everybody are diseased person. Some of the other qualities are diseased. So some qualities may be, you may have some qualities, other person may have some qualities, diseased. So we should not treat them as an enemy, because that quality, whatever the other person quality, that quality may be diseased for them, but for us, that quality may be good for us. We may be in the good condition, they may be in the bad condition. So we should not think that, okay, I am in good condition, this is good, he is doing the bad. It's not. He is covered. That person is covered. So we need to help them to come out from there. So for that only the gurus and sadhu, Guru Sadhu Sastra. If you follow the Guru Sadhu Sastra, all these covered things will be uncovered. If you follow all these Guru Sadhu and Sastra, all these things can be uncovered. So always need to treat everybody as our friend. All are equal. All are equal, all are our friends. So somebody is there in a disease condition, we need to help them to come out from it. If you are not able to help, you need to give the right direction. If there is a guru, go on. We should not try to tell them that, make them realize that, yes, we don't have that quality to make them realize that, okay, you are diseased. But guru can do that. Yes, guru's position is, see, suppose your school is there. In the school, the class is going on, the class will be there, teacher will be there. If somebody doing mistakes, immediately the other person cannot go and slap the person. Teacher have the rights to, teacher can give the punishment and teacher can treat that person. But not the other students. So for us, in spirituality also like that, Guru has the right to correct the person, not anybody else. Yes, everybody is his person. The Guru is a knowledgeable person. So only the knowledgeable person can treat the other person, right? So we need to follow the instruction of the Guru. Yes, Guru is following sadhus and shastras. We are also need to follow Guru, sadhu and shastra, so that the following this Guru, follow sadhu and shastra, we can also getting into that same mode. Elevate from ourselves from the contaminated mode to elevated mode. So in Krishna consciousness we are saying that 16 round of chanting. So why we need 16 round of chanting? Why it is strictly this without chanting? We have to follow 16 hours of chanting. Yes, there are 3 types of chanting phases are there. Nama Bhashya, Shuddha Nama. That means offensive chanting, offenseless chanting, and pure chanting. Pure Nama. So first we are on the offensive chanting now. So there are 10 offenses are there. In the every morning we are Mangalarati, we are did the 10 offenses. So either of the way we are in that within that category 10 offenses. Every day we are reading in the morning only before chanting. We have to remember every day we should not do this offenses. That for that reason we are reading every day morning. So that offenses, the 10 offenses, if you follow the 10 offenses, what will happen? Slowly we will get into the next level, that is offenseless level. So since we are in the offensive level, we are offensive chanting. Whatever we are chanting currently is the offensive chanting. Yes, even though you are leaving all the 10, the last 10th line, there is a last line. What is that? It is also inattentive chanting. It is also offense if you do the inattentive chanting. Even though you are following all the 9, the 10th line, we may be inattentive most of the time. So that means these are offensive. So Prabhupada gives the analogy that suppose there is a salt in the chemistry lab, you want to find a salt, then everybody learns this chemistry, right? What they will give some salt. So you want that what is a salt to understand? They need to mix. They will mix with this chemical, that chemical. Okay, this chemical. Okay, this is fail. This chemical, this is fail. This chemical, this is fail. So finally, the result come like this means okay. This is salt is this. It is a final result. This is exam pass. So this is the way, that is the way we also test ourselves. Am I doing this? Am I doing this? Am I doing this? So am I doing this? I'm not clean, so I'm failed. I'm not good, I'm tolerant. I'm not tolerance. I'm not. I'm intolerance. I am failed. I'm angry. I am failed. So we are in the failure mode. We will be failure. So that for that we need what we do? We need to try to make ourselves correct. So for that, if you see the schools, suppose a person handwriting is not good, what they will do? Teacher what will do? Write this passage 10 times, 100 times. They will give the imposition. They will say imposition. Right. So what is the purpose of writing imposition by pages by pages by pages by pages by? Why is the purpose?
Practice.
So after particular time, after writing of so much of things, the handwriting will be, it will be good. It will come to the bad stage to the good stage. So similarly, the strict rule of why 16 round of chanting, it is to take us from the offensive to offenseless to pure. So this stages we need to cross. That's the reason strictly minimum 16 rounds we do the chanting. Then one by one, what else the offenses we are there, we are leaving. But how the handwriting become perfect after so much of impositions, then it will be perfect. One day we will be in the pure. So for that it is not like the mechanically we should not sitting down mechanically we do, consciously we need to chant. Okay, the chanting is the only way to come out of this, clean our, uncover the problems, uncover that whatever our the qualities is contaminated now. To make it clean, chanting is the only way. So the chanting, continuously chanting, it should not be mechanical, it should be consciously. Am I doing correctly? Am I pronouncing everything correctly? If you do this, separately one day we will become a offenseless chanting, then become a pure chanting. We will leave the pure. So in Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he is saying that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also saying, what he is saying that it is only Eka Krishna Nama Yatopaya Haya. That means only one time, if you take the Krishna's name without any offenses, purely, if you take, that is enough. It will take you to the liberation. It will clear your material bondage. Only one time is enough. But we are chanting 16 rounds, we are chanting. Each round, 108 times, we are saying the mantra. Each mantra, 16 names are there. So much of names we are taking. But since we are in the offensive mode, we are not able to get into that material, not able to leave the material body. So for that, what do we need to do? Chant, practice, and consciously chant. It is not mechanical. Okay, sitting down, I need to chant, something need to complete it. It is not mechanical. It won't work. Till the end of the day, we will be like that only, mechanically only. By seeing the mobile, sleeping, like that if you chant, and taking the laptop, something, something, TV, watching TV and chanting. This and all, it won't help. You, mechanically it will be there. We will say, we will leave the taste, we will lose the taste after some time. So whenever you are chanting, that's the reason chanting should be in the early morning hours. So that no disturbance, your mind will be calm, nothing will be there in the mind for the day. Once you sleep and wake up, immediately take bath and sit for chanting so that you can concentrate fully and you can reach the pure devotional, pure chant, pure nama stage quickly. Hare Krishna. We will continue this second part tomorrow. Srimad Bhagavatam ki